Hello, I'm back with a very cool and action movie. If you don't want your testosterone to rise, don't watch this movie because it's too exciting. The main actor in this series is Scott Adkins, who has proven that you don't need to watch the entire movie to know if it's good or crap. Just his presence makes you know you're about to see a masterpiece. Well, let's not deviate from the main topic. This movie, inspired by World War II, tells the story of a full-scale battle in the Philippines. James Wright, a British Air Force officer and master of forbidden martial arts, is shot down by Japanese forces during a battle in his plane. He now finds himself in a remote location full of Japanese soldiers. He fights with them for his survival, killing several of them and wounding several others during the fight, but is eventually captured. James is taken to a camp run by Commander Volkov. Commander Volkov orders the death of James because his soldiers were killed by James. But when the soldiers wanted to execute him, James surprised them and killed him. But this effort of his, again, had no result, but made the situation worse. This time, Volkov was attracted to James's martial arts. Volkov, who was himself a master of martial arts, was not satisfied with just killing this prisoner of war. He wanted to take his identity from him. So he organized fights that were defeated one after another. Volkov did everything from physical and mental torture to doing hard work that no ordinary person can withstand. But James stood in the hope of freedom for himself and his fellow soldiers and never gave up. At the time, Volkov held more difficult fights every day. James and his friends were looking for an escape route. They had found a way out of the prison, but without a plane or a ship, it was impossible to escape. So they had to go back to the prison so that the Japanese soldiers would not notice their absence. James even had a perfect plan to steal a radio and communicate with others. By entertaining the soldiers with a fake fight, he was able to go to the top of the tower and steal one of their radios without them noticing so that he could inform someone so they could escape. In one of the nights when he went to assess the situation outside, he saw several ships and a glider, an American speaking in the Navajo language, and tried to communicate with this American. After a few days, when the Allied planes bombarded the camp, it was the best chance to escape or die. The captives fought bravely and were able to get themselves to the glider. Their success rate was very low, but the glider flew and they were saved. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I hope you enjoyed.